46 miles an hour. 40. I hit 47 there. That's nuts. Alright, we got a new package from Goat Power Bikes. This is the 60 amp hour battery for the Power Goat. It is a 17S battery, so a little bit more power, a little bit more range than the stock version 2 of the Power Goat. Now the version 3 of the Power Goat comes with 17S batteries, but only 120 amp hour unless you upgrade for dual batteries, or you buy this. You can buy this separately. This looks like it could be the charger. From what I've seen, it is pretty beefy. So let's take a look at that. It's got a freaking handle on it. So SPC 1000 WWE smart charger. But this thing is beefy. This is all metal. It's got feet down here, a built-in fan. Looks like it's got a pass-through here to distribute the heat out of the unit. It looks like it's an 11.5 amp charger. Got it plugged in though. We're charging the 60 amp hour battery. Here are the instructions on how to install the battery. So it tells you everything that's in the box, what you need, how to install everything. Pretty straightforward. Nice clear instructions though, colored, easy to follow steps, all in one page little flyer here. This looks to be like a power cord with a XT90 on the end of it here. Looks like there's some mounting hardware, and I believe these will probably go on the part where the battery plates are for the 20 amp hours. So this will take place of that, and that I believe just protects it from getting damaged. And then here's the battery. It's all metal and it is heavy. Oh my god. Okay, I might need help getting this one installed, honestly. So I ran the cable for the 60 amp hour battery, the one with the plug right here. Run that in. This plugs straight into the controller. So those go on there just like that. Stick this back up in there and see if it fits. Still fits. Let's go ahead and screw it down. Alright, one thing to note, you actually have to put your seat on before you install this. I can't get my seat screwed down because this is in the way, so I'm going to have to undo this, put the seat down, and then put this back in. There's that. Okay. What's next? Make sure you put those rubber blocks in the top. That keeps it from bouncing up at all. I don't think it's going to be moving too much, but that will help prevent that from happening. Over here is the discharge port. That's where you plug it in, and it has a power button right here. So when you're not using it, it says to turn this switch off. I would recommend doing that as well, just so you don't have to worry about it being active while the bike is off. So when you're done, push the power button, turn the key, hit that button, turn it off. But we're gonna go out and test this bad boy here soon. I'm really excited. I did stick the extra battery I have here. This is a 16S battery. The battery inside the new pack, the 60 amp hour, is 17S. We're gonna get a little bit more power and a little bit more range due to the way that they wired these packs. So this is 17S, gives you a tiny bit more power and a little bit more range, a little bit more capacity. And some people have been talking about adding a battery up here, like cutting their seat, adding a battery. You would have to modify the frame most likely. You may be able to zip tie that battery plate on there, but you would definitely have to cut the seat. I may do something like that. I don't know. If you don't cut the seat, you can get an aftermarket seat by the many varieties of e-bike seat manufacturers. If you wanted to add your stock 60 volt battery on the top of your bike, it is possible. You may have to do some modifications. The Motor Goat already has one up there. Their frame battery is 50 amp hours with a 25 amp hour battery on top, so they have 75 amp hours on the Motor Goat. We can only get 60 unless we put that up there. If we put that up there, then we'll have 80. The initial video, we're just gonna go out, test it, see what our speed's gonna be, and just see how it performs with this aftermarket 60 volt, 60 amp hour full frame battery. Alright, we're out on the Power Goat version 3 with the 60 amp hour battery, testing it out. We also got the Carpuride up here on the dash so we can see our map, amongst other things. But this is my first time riding on the Power Goat with the new 60 amp hour battery with the 17S setup. And we got the power all the way up. See where we're at today. Now most of this road is not flat. So we are going to be climbing some hills and going down a little bit of a hill. It is a beautiful day out. I think the high today was 80. It's been in the 70s. It got down to freezing one night, I think 28 degrees, which is crazy. We're not really mapping anywhere, so I don't have any directions on the GPS, so all you're seeing is a map and no display of directions. I do like the screen. It's really easy to see. It's pretty sunny out right now, very bright. You can change the brightness setting of the screen in the settings section, which I'll show you how to do. But mainly this is a CarPlay device, or app, Android Auto, whichever. But I can pretty much go anywhere now with this. Don't have to worry about range at all. I'm about 5 miles away from my house, 4.5 miles. Let's go to the park. I definitely need to work on the brakes though, they're still making noise. I wonder if that has a ramp on it. I'll go look. Can I drive this all the way down? Sweet. We're gonna cut across. I thought these were stairs, at least they used to be. Cool. I didn't know that. Hey, a kitty cat. You used to be able to go all the way around the softball fields, baseball fields, whatever they are. Can't do that no more though. Looks like they changed the paths around a little bit. Yeah, I barely even dropped any voltage at all so far. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but doing a range test on this is definitely going to take a couple days. $60 amp hours is no joke, man. It's like if you were to do pedal assist, you could easily get 100 miles range. I think full throttle the whole time, depending on the terrain of course, you're gonna get 60-70 miles. If you do a lot of coasting, I think you'd be able to easily achieve 70. And in a small town like this, you can definitely coast around with no problem. But I think I'm just gonna ride down Main Street, right by the police station. Yeah, I used to ride around these parts all the time when I was a kid. All over here. Now they got the sidewalk that I don't even need to use. We can drive by my childhood home, I guess. So this is where I used to live, this street right here. And we're not going to point the camera at the house or anything because I, don't live there. That used to be my great-grandma's garage, and that used to be my great-grandma's house. And then the one right next door with the white truck is my old house. It's so cute and small. Then my neighbors were super nice. I love them. We knew everybody in this town, literally, like in this section, I knew everybody. Some of the same people probably still live here, if I'm not mistaken. But I used to hang out with people all over this neighborhood. I used to think this hill was so huge when I rode my bike, but really it's not. Guys can go first. Yeah, I get to hang out with the actual motorcycles. Oh, I like those taillights. They blink. That's cool, I like those lights. Alright, well, just a quick ride on the PowerGoat V3 with the 60 amp hour battery. I think on one single battery, if I were to do that round, I would be almost dead on this road. The last couple times I did a single battery test with the PowerGoat, the version 1 and the version 2, I just about died right here on this road. Like, not me personally, the battery. But I'm still getting 35 miles an hour, easy. Maybe 40. There's 40, 41, 42. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, so I could definitely run errands now on this bike into town, drive to the UPS store, things like that. 45 miles an hour, nice. I could definitely get even faster than that probably on this road. .46. I'm not even tucking. Well, that's definitely the fastest I've got it up to on this road. 46 miles an hour. Crazy. That's basically all I need for riding around in town. Well, I do need the rear rack too. Maybe I could talk goat power into sending me a rear rack. We'll see. Hopefully you guys will buy some power goats and these 60 volt, 60 amp hour batteries. "46 miles an hour, 40, I hit 47 there, that's nuts." That's so good. Don't mind the brakes though. I'm gonna swap these out. Actually, I think I'm gonna do an upgrade video. But I think it's a worthy investment, especially when you're hitting 47 miles an hour on your bike. These brakes work pretty good. They're 4th piston hydraulic brakes. They just make a lot of noise. It could be because my rotor's a little bent. I did bed the brakes in when I first got the bike, but might have to do some more of that. Heard a lot of people talk about switching out the pads. Might be another solution, but I think I'm gonna just go ahead and swap brakes altogether. I did ask Go Power Bikes about a softer suspension option. They said those should be en route, hopefully at their shop in the next couple weeks. So I'm hoping I can get a set of softer suspension. Show you guys how to install it. It's pretty easy, and do a test on that as well. But this has been the PowerGoat V3 60 volt 60 amp hour battery test. We'll do another one tomorrow as long as it doesn't rain. We'll go the opposite direction this time and see what kind of speed we can get on our normal speed test road. Alright, the Carpuride is loaded. I actually have battery this time, so here it is. This is the screen. You can change the settings, go into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You can adjust the audio output. It has a place for an SD card, so you can listen to music and things off of that. And then it will automatically connect to Apple CarPlay and use the maps and podcasts and music and all kinds of stuff, all these different types of apps that you can use. So if we wanted to navigate somewhere, we can use Apple Maps, choose your destination. So if we wanted to go to, say, KFC, search, we'll go to the one on Festus. It will give us directions on how to get there, and give us a bunch of different routes, and then you can hit go and it'll start taking you there. Now if you have Bluetooth headphones connected to your phone, you can hear the navigation. So if you have like AirPods in your ears or bone conducting headset or something like that when you ride your bike, and then you can hear all the navigation voiceovers. You can also listen to Spotify through here and control it, so you can pick, you know, what song you want to listen to, recently played, your library, all that, all right from the Apple CarPlay device. There's a bunch of different apps compatible with this. You can also use your phone. You can check your messages, all kinds of different things, so it's pretty neat. If you have any questions about this device, I will leave a link down in the description where you can check it out. So if you want to go back into the main device, you hit car home, and then really this has a couple of different things in here. You can control your phone through here if it's connected through Bluetooth, which I don't currently have it connected through Bluetooth, but you can get back into the Apple CarPlay just by hitting that right there. This also allows you to change the different settings, so you can, it literally has a equalizer built into it, so if you're listening to music off the SD card, you can also do that. You can connect a Bluetooth speaker to this. There's a lot of use cases, but the biggest thing you want to do is change the brightness, and that's right there. So I think it comes from the factory like 50%. You want to move that up to 100. This will allow you to update it, restore it, add your Wi-Fi settings, and then connect the Bluetooth device. And we'll just go back into Apple CarPlay, throw on the map. We're not really going to go anywhere today. And we ended the ride with 69.8 volts. So we're not even halfway done with the battery.